4.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, tankers? It is me, the Jamran, bringing you some World of Tanks gameplay. And I know my last 4 videos have been nothing, no gameplay whatsoever. But hopefully that's going to change. I can play some. I have videos in stock, guys. I have stuff to show. It's just I'm just lazy and I forget, and I like playing video games. So sorry. There's a reason why I have a gaming channel. It's because I love playing video games. But that gets in the way of what I want to do. So anyways, we're playing in a Centurion Action 10. It is highway, standard battle. Nothing different here. But this match isn't so much about what I do. Well, I mean, it is. It's just kind of a mindset to think about when you're losing or if you're winning and somebody's capping the base. So we start off regular, a lot of heavy tank destroyers go into town. Me and a medium tank head towards the A1 area. Standard stuff. If you notice, a lot of people do that. Medium tanks are able to get to the field as fast as possible, get their view range down there, and stop anything that's going to try to come across, along with light tanks as well, go down that way too. And they try to spot the field. It's usually a pretty good strategy. That A1 corner, if you lose it, it's make or break. If you lose the town, it's make or break, depending on if everyone pushes town, then you want to push as fast as possible. If everyone pushes the field area, once again, you want to push as fast as possible, cut across the river and into their base. So it's a pretty decent split. I thought at first it was, but it's just me and a 1-2-1 is behind me. Everyone else is, there's about 6-7 tanks going into town, and there's about 6 tanks sitting on base. Not sure what they're doing, especially 3 medium tanks. It could have come and helped us here initially, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. But oh, you know what? Actually, guys, too, this video is coming out. This is an old video. It's old gameplay. But War Stories just came out. How do you guys like it? I played it. I had fun. I want to do a co-op, and I want to do it where you do the challenge mode with the higher tier tanks and seeing what the difference is. I haven't done it yet, but I'm a social guy. I like to play. I don't like to play by myself a lot of times unless I'm specifically trying to do something. But it gets so boring. I can only do it for so long. So usually by the time like hour and a half, 2 hours into it, if I'm by myself, I tend to start going and watching anime. I'm a huge nerd, if you can't tell. So yeah, so that 1-2-1 finished off at E50. So, but back to War Story. Sorry, tangent. War Story, I think is fun. I wish to give you a little bit more rewards for it, I guess, and you get some decent rewards. But I think everyone's biggest complaint was, I think they must have initially given you more experience and more experience and more silver when you played those matches. But something must have changed and they lowered it. So there's some people that I noticed didn't like that fact. I didn't notice. It literally took me like 2 or 3 days before I could even play a match. It was just that bogged down. It was crazy. I wanted to get something up as soon as it came out, but I couldn't. I have video from it. I'll probably cut it down and kind of talk about my experience with it. But that'll be another video. This one is about this match, and not, like I said, it's not really what I'm doing here. If you're a light tank and come to that A1 spot, that little bush right there, use your view range to cut across, to look across the river. It's a really good spot and really hard for other tanks to see you. That Centurion Action 10 spotted me because I'm in a medium tank, and if I just move my turret, or not my turret, if I move even my hull anywhere, back, forth, side to side, I blow my cover. Light tanks don't get that. If they're moving, they have the same camos if they're standing still or moving. There's the one tanks that don't do that, which is really cool. I love playing light tanks. It's one of my favorite tanks next to medium tanks. But yeah, so we're pushing on town, or through the field to their cap. We're about to lose town. There's only like 2 tanks left. The tank destroyer, a really smart move. He realized he was going to lose the town, so he completely booked it out of there. needs to stay alive and go protect the arty. The guys that were kind of milling around the base finally decided to come join us here in a little bit, and now we're just slowly dwindling everyone that's protecting the base. It's crazy how many people just can't base. It's insane. I played the European server like a few weeks ago, and it was bad. They camp like crazy. Think we camp. Oh my gosh, the European server just it's insane. If you want to get frustrated with a bunch of campers, go to the European server, guys. So, about to take out this E4. That's one dangerous gun gone. Don't have to worry about him. There is one tank destroyer left. I believe it is a 268, and they're arty. And yeah, our guys are about to move out of there, realizing that it's not a good idea to protect the base. And I believe their team knows as well that we're pushing on their base. So I think they decide to push back. A couple of them decided to turn around and come back our way, because I'm surprised they haven't capped the base yet. Yeah, I was surprised in game they haven't capped the base yet. So two of the medium tanks are pushing up as fast as they can to spot for everyone behind them. It's me and two heavy tanks. T-57 heavy is at full health, and I think an M103 is with us as well. So IS-7 shows me a side. I'm finally able to get a shot in right underneath the space armor and the track, in between the tracks, so the tracks don't absorb it, and I'm able to get some damage off on him. There's that 268 that I was talking about earlier, and we're going to see him later on too. I ammo rack him. I'm pretty sure he just used his repair kit because he has no damage, so I'm sure that's the first type of damage he's taken. IS-7, our medium tank, he was the hero right there. Made the IS-7 turn all the way around, and we were able to finish him off. Took him one for the team there. T-54 he won. And yeah, so now that those guys are taken care of, we're going to start pushing around this end of the base. The E-75 that we were shooting at earlier is sitting back by base, and M103 shows up, and he gets pretty hurt pretty here bad. So I missed my shot, but the other two tanks and the arty hit him square on. But he's pulling back enough, and I can't shoot at him that I'm not going to be able to penetrate that hole, and I don't have a good shot at the top of the hatch. So I decided to keep going with the T-57 heavy. Going around here, I want to make sure we kill anything that's on the base, because I'm going to try to cap. I cannot brawl it out right now, not with my health. I'm 2-shot for everything, and 268 will 1-shot me. I rushed a shot, I miss it. I wish I didn't do that, because it would have made things so much easier. Too much of an angle again, trying to shoot that bottom of the hull, and I miss, but I'm able to bam right here, track him and damage him. So I try to go around here. I'm trying to get the last shot in, but the T-57 heavy beats me to it. And there we go. So now we're going to cap. We finally timed it up. We're not losing anymore. It's not going to last that long, though. I am going to stay on cap. Like I said, I don't have the health to try to duke it out with any of these tanks. If I had an extra 2 or 3, an extra 500, 600 damage health on me, I may have been able to push, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use the heavy tanks that are full health to do the work for me, while I cap and make sure that we get the win. So they start capping, realize that we're capping, but I'm already 35 points in, so a minute left. There's only one of them capping. There's no way. They have to start pushing up on us. This 268, for some reason, decides not to push up all the way. They still don't know I'm here. They know a tank is here, but they don't know where I am. This T-57 heavy is a boss. Pushes up on the 268 and makes sure that he does not push on me. But unfortunately, the 268 finishes him off as I get one shot off on him. The M103 starts shooting at the 268. I try to take a one shot at him through the house. Does not work. Using APCR, you can shoot through breakable objects if they're trying to hide behind it. If you use heat, the heat that's just the objects is going to absorb the damage. It's not going to penetrate all the way through. So this M103 is saving my butt right here. I take another shot, but the 268 is facing me, so that armor's too thick for me to get through. And the M103 is dead, so I'm making sure I only have a few seconds left. The 268 comes around the corner. It's too late. I already captured a base. I kill him. E100 finishes me off, and they kill the tank destroyer, the arty. Luckily, our tank destroyer stayed alive, and it was not a draw, or we did not lose because we lost all our tanks. So it was a victory, guys. Uh, that's the moral of the story, guys. If you're getting capped and you're that close, you might as well just go for it. Even switching to HE, even just ramming, doing any type of track damage is going to reset the cap. If they had just done that, the other team would have won. They were beating us, they were whooping us. All that was left was that last tank destroyer, that mini waffle. I did 6,000 damage, 3,000 assisted due to track damage and spotting. And yeah, you pull off the win in a losing situation, but that's what it takes, guys. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you like my things, and I will post another video later on this week. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.